will work up front with Careaga and Mamadou Dieng. All right, let us get to Jim's keys to the game in their win, although Moses Mensah replacing the former Rhode Island FC player Stephen Turnbull. Our referee is Elvis Osmanovic. The assistants Justin Lopez and Brian Canetis. Dean Bream is the fourth official, and we are underway. Hartford in the home green, trimmed in white. Birmingham in the gold. He is starting for the fifth time today, 16 years old. What were you doing as a 16-year-old?
I was playing youth soccer on Long Island.
Not professionally. Second year for Hamouda with Legion. Here's Mensah. They will try to establish Pasher, Trejo, and Damas up front. That is a lethal threesome at the top. They try to lead Damas, but Jordan Scarlett, the captain, cuts it off. Hartford can't clear. Here's Pasher. Gets it to Enzo Martinez. He's got 7 goals in his illustrious career against Hartford. Mensah plays it wide. Here's Trejo. 1v1. Gets it back, puts it in front, and it sailed over the goal. Coach Stony Brook. Now getting an education here. Here's Samadia. Serves it into the box. Edwards misses the header. Here's Careaga. Shoots it just wide. Samuel Careaga with Hartford's best opportunity of the match.
Careaga was a little bit rushed on this. I think he could have taken a little bit more time to settle that ball down and get a better quality shot off.
Tried to hit it on the half volley and didn't get much on it. Van Ockel had the post covered. Time of possession, which can occasionally be just a useless stat, seems to be in Hartford's favor thus far. But the match is scoreless as we go into the 22nd minute.
The game has settled in a little bit now. Hartford's high press has been solved. But
I don't think either coach is going to be happy with the officiating as we go to break. But then again, what coach is? Left-footed shot and a save made by Siaha. Saves Hartford's bacon. That was ticketed for the inside post.
Brilliant right hand. Solid.
So, Birmingham saved its best for last, but it wasn't good enough. 45 minutes in the books at Trinity Health Stadium, scoreless.
Yeah, and at home for the first time in quite some time as well.
Going left to right, shooting towards the south goal in the second half. Birmingham Legion dressed in the gold, trimmed in white. Hartford in the fortress green with white trim. Possession was slightly in favor of Birmingham as they play a long ball for Pasher. Nice job by Samadia to take it away from him and start the counter.
Once the game settled in, that was the case. Early stages, it was Hartford. Middle to late stages, it was definitely Birmingham.
Hartford seemed to have the better of play in the midfield. Here's Justin Ingram on that 25-day contract, starting for the injured Marlon Hairston, who we don't expect next week for Game 1 of the Jägermeister Cup against Portland. Played up ahead. Careaga shoots, save made. Rebound, Edwards can't get a foot on it. Cleared up in the air, still not out. Samadia, second header. On the ground, and Van Ockel comes out and take it. A good flurry by Hartford there.
Yeah, Careaga could have been a little bit more composed and a little bit more clinical on the finish, but a great save at just the same.
Here's Trejo in the box. He goes down, and it'll be a goal kick for Hartford.
Trejo's fortunate he didn't get called for simulation.
Get a look at that Hartford opportunity. Or rather, here's Trejo against Prestis. Yeah, really not much contact there, if any.
That's a professional dive.
Once again, Hartford playing without Arturo Dispe and Beverly Macangilla, serving mandatory one-game suspensions for red cards in Hartford's last match. Michi Engalina and Marley Harrison both hurt. Engalina expected back for the Portland game next Saturday. Online at westfieldbank.com. Member FDIC. So Deshane Beckford, who had started twice this season, comes in the day over. Changed the field over to Roof. Jake Roof finds Danny Trejo into the box. Damas can't get to it. Siaha comes off his line to grab it. Enzo Martinez, in his career, has 7 goals against Hartford. He has been a Hartford killer.
That's an amazing stat.
As we approach the 71st minute of play, Jody Ambrosio, Jim O'Brien sitting in admirably from Mark Donaldson. Now Careaga controlling the ball, as Jim noted, much more here in the second half. Prestis looking for Obalola. Goes free, but played back by Mickelhatton. And possession again retained by Birmingham, but really not doing anything in the offensive third. Here's a turnover, shot by Beckford, deflected, goal! Deshane Beckford in the 71st minute off the turnover gets Hartford on the board. It's 1-0 Athletic.
Beckford comes off the bench, gets a good quality opportunity.
Looks like Thiago Suarez will come in. Meanwhile, down the other end, here's Obalola looking to put the slowdown on. Gets it free to Beckford in the box. Here's Deshane. Shot saved near post by Van Okel. Boy, Deshane Beckford maybe had one shaky play at the start, but he's been really good since coming in. Long ball played up the far side.
Yeah, he was. He's brought the energy, brought the attacking personality that they needed at that point in particular, and also the fresh legs were a big plus.
9:24 and 12. So Samadia got a yellow, probably for delay, I would think.
That's it.
And that is it.